today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action with Hurts. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Second down, another carry for Jackson. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 77 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. 3rd down and 6. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here with a bit. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run straight ahead with Achane. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Option handoff now to Achane. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Achane gets it from the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second down, here's Hurts. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the 1st half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On second down, here's the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Jackson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll drop to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. This taken in by Kincaid. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some pop. Positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here now, a 3rd and 20.
They'll set up a throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And as this defense